Social Media: The Good and the Bad by Nicole Young. Introduction. Social media is everywhere. We connect through computers at home and at work, on smartphones and smartwatches, tablets and iPads, and the technology is only advancing. More people have at least one social media account than not. There are pros and cons with social media use. The bad internet. Effects include depression and anxiety, social media addictions, cyberbullying, social isolation, jealousy and envy, discontentment, negative self-image, novelty addiction or popcorn brain, and digital information overload. Depression and anxiety. Social media makes depression and anxiety worse, typically more than 2 hours each day. Social isolation from lack of face-to-face interaction, considering social media is a lot easier and quicker to use than actually being face-to-face. Social media addictions. Dr. Luskin, a psychologist, has named this the media psychology effect. Based on MRI scans, it includes symptoms such as tremors, nausea, and anxiety, typical addiction symptoms. They refer to this as the Internet Addiction Disorder, or IAD. Digital information overload and novelty addiction, or popcorn brain. Digital information overload, our minds simply cannot handle the overload feeling. We end up feeling bored with the slow pace of the real world. We are overstimulated by social media and understimulated by reality. Cyberbullying, negative self-image, and envy. Cyberbullying is unlike traditional bullying, as there's no escape from bullying if you have a social media account. The harassment is online and very public. Negative self-image and envy comes from the fact that we can only see what the user posts, and what they post does not have to be truthful or accurate. This causes the illusion that others are more attractive, more fun and adventurous, more in love, happier, richer, and better than we are, and it flows both ways. We can also feel better about ourselves due to others' lack of resources. Logged off. These are people who do not have a social media account. People born after 1995, half of those surveyed stated they had quit or were considering quitting at least one social media platform. This is a trend that is occurring. According to the article, some of the people who logged off stated that they saw their friends become zombified, that their friends were obsessed with likes. No one wanted to hang out in person, and somebody witnessed cyberbullying. That was all enough to not have a social media account. The good of the internet. Social media can strengthen relationships across long distances. They can also provide a community. Recent studies have shown that elderly people who engage in online activities have better cognition and physical health than those who do not. Those who struggle with addictions, mental health issues, suicidal thoughts, abusive relationships can use the anonymity of the internet and search for solutions and support, as well as encourage healthier lifestyles through inspirational photos and stories that people share, as well as a social community for support and motivation. In conclusion, social media has its pros and cons. It is recommended that we use social media for about a half an hour each day. Social media can worsen depression and anxiety, overload the brain, cause addictions to it, foster harassment, and feed an appetite of discontentment. But social media can also bring people together in times of isolation, distance, and tragedy, as well as promote health and happiness. The end.